raising a legend. In the sleepy village of Kafaya, where the market stalls never closed and the river sang the same lullaby every night, lived a boy named Akin. He wasn't like the other kids who spent their days chasing goats or swapping stories about the old war. Akin's heart beat to a different drum, a rhythm that echoed from the cracked stone walls of the abandoned shrine on the hill. The shrine had been forgotten for generations, its statues worn by rain and time. Villagers whispered that a legend once walked those steps, a guardian who could coax the wind into a song and make the moon pause in the sky. They called him the Whisperer. As a child, Akin would sneak up the hill, tracing the ancient symbols with his fingertips, feeling the faint hum of something alive. One stormy night, lightning split the sky and struck the shrine's central altar. A flash of blinding light revealed a small, trembling creature, half bird, half shadow, its eyes like twin moons. It had been trapped for centuries, bound to the shrine's crumbling magic. The creature looked at Akin with a mixture of fear and hope. "Help me," it whispered, its voice a rustle of leaves. Akin didn't hesitate. He cradled the creature, feeling its fragile heartbeat sync with his own. He named it Kumo, after the clouds that drifted over the hills. Over the next months, Akin taught Kumo to trust, sharing his meals, his stories, and his dreams. In return, Kumo showed Akin how to listen to the wind, to read the language of the trees, and to coax tiny sparks of light from the night. Word spread, first as a rumor, then as a miracle. Farmers found their fields thriving after Akin whispered to the earth, and children who had lost their way home were guided back by the soft glow of Kumo's feathers. The villagers who once scoffed at the old tales began to believe that perhaps the legend was not a distant myth, but something they could nurture. But legends are not without shadows. A traveling warlord, hearing of the boy who commanded the wind, marched to Kafaya demanding tribute. He threatened to burn the shrine and enslave the villagers unless Akin surrendered his gift. Akin's heart pounded, but he remembered Kumo's words. A legend lives not in power, but in the courage to protect what you love. That night, under a sky bruised with thunder, Akin and Kumo stood atop the hill. Akin raised his hands, and the wind rose, swirling into a vortex that lifted the warlord's banners like leaves. Kumo's feathers shimmered, casting a silver net that wrapped the soldiers, pulling them gently away from the village. The warlord, humbled and terrified, fled, never to return. The villagers gathered at the shrine, their faces